Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabi. I welcome you to Biology Lights. And in this session, we are going to talk about microorganisms and human. List the main types of organisms included under the heading of microorganisms. The term microorganisms includes viruses, bacteria, protozoa, or what we call protista, and some fungi and some algae. Which of the following are not found in bacteria? Cytoplasm, cell wall, nuclear membrane, DNA, chromosome, glycogen, cellulose. Bacteria do not have nuclear membrane or cellulose. Saprophytic bacteria release dash into their surroundings and then absorb the dash. Saprophytic bacteria release enzymes into their surroundings and then absorb the soluble product, digested product, or dissolved substances. Aerobic bacteria differ from anaerobic bacteria because they need dash for their respiration: air, oxygen, food, light. Aerobic bacteria differ from anaerobic bacteria because they need oxygen for their respiration. In what ways are bacteria affected by boiling at 100 degrees Celsius? Boiling at 100 degrees Celsius kills most bacteria. In what ways are bacteria affected by refrigerating at 40 degrees Celsius? Refrigeration slows down the rate of bacterial growth and reproduction. In what ways are bacteria affected by freezing at 20 degrees Celsius? Freezing at -20 degrees Celsius stops the growth and reproduction of most bacteria. Give one example of the usefulness of bacteria in a natural environment. In a natural environment, bacteria bring about decay. In this way, they prevent accumulation of dead material and make available essential compounds such as nitrates. Give one example of the usefulness of bacteria in an industrial process. Bacteria are used in industrial processes to produce certain kinds of food. For example, cheese, yogurt. They are also used to make single-cell proteins. They are used to purify sewage and in the manufacture of certain chemicals like lactic acid. Give examples of diseases caused by bacteria. Diseases caused by bacteria include tonsillitis, blood poisoning scarlet fever, tuberculosis, typhoid, diphtheria, food poisoning, gonorrhea, and syphilis. Bacteria which cause diseases are called DASH. The disease symptoms are usually the result of DASH produced by the bacteria. Disease-causing bacteria feed parasitically on or in the body of their DASH. Bacteria which cause diseases are called pathogenic or pathogens. The disease symptoms are usually the result of toxins produced by the bacteria. Disease-causing bacteria feed parasitically on or in the body of their host. What kind of food is most likely to contain Salmonella bacteria? Salmonella bacteria are most likely to be present in poultry, that is, chicken, duck, turkey, in eggs, beef or pork, and unpasteurized milk. What is the usual method of killing Salmonella bacteria in food? Cooking usually kills Salmonella bacteria in food. What illness is caused by Salmonella typhimurium? Salmonella typhimurium causes food poisoning. When a particular strain of a bacteria is called resistant, what is it resistant to? Resistant bacteria are resistant to drugs, particularly antibiotics. Which one of the following is least likely to give rise to food poisoning? A. Cooking and eating a partially defrosted turkey. B. Eating a cooked chicken leg straight from the refrigerator. C. Preparing a fresh chicken for the oven and immediately making a salad, a lettuce and tomato salad. D. Putting an uncooked chicken on the same plate as some cold ham. It is B. A cooked chicken leg straight from a refrigerator is unlikely to contain Salmonella bacteria. Cooking should have killed the bacteria, and refrigeration should have prevented the reproduction of any bacteria which survived the cooking. How can a baby become infected with gonorrhea? During birth, a baby may be infected with gonorrhea bacteria as it passes through the vagina of an infected woman. How can a baby become infected with syphilis? Syphilis bacteria can pass through the placenta and infect the fetus before birth. Which one of the following is the most likely size of a virus? 1 millimeter, 0.1 millimeter, 0.01 millimeter, 0.001 millimeter. The most likely size of a virus is 0.001 millimeter. A virus consists of a central core of dash or dash, surrounded by a coat made up of dash units. A virus consists of a central core of DNA or RNA, surrounded by a coat made up of protein units. Which one of the following processes can be carried out by a virus? Respiration, growth, excretion, reproduction. Viruses cannot respire, grow, or excrete, but they can reproduce. Name diseases caused by viruses. Virus diseases include colds, influenza, herpes, mumps, measles, chickenpox, rubella, hepatitis, COVID, and AIDS. By what method may virus diseases be prevented? Virus infection may, in many cases, be prevented by immunization. Which body cells are attacked by the HIV/AIDS virus? The HIV or AIDS virus attacks the white cells, the lymphocytes. The HIV virus attacks the white cells or lymphocytes. What general effect does this have on the body? The body thus loses its ability to fight disease organisms or cancerous cells. That is, a loss of immunological response. State 3 ways by which the AIDS virus might be transmitted from an infected person to a healthy person. By sexual intercourse with an infected person, by using a syringe needle that has been used by an infected person, by receiving a blood transfusion or blood products from an infected person. Most fungi are made up of dash, which form a dash, which spreads throughout the material on which the fungus feeds, that is the substrate. Many fungi are saprophytic. They secrete dash into the substrate and then dash the soluble products. Most fungi are made up of hyphae, which form a mycelium, which spreads throughout the material on which the fungus feeds. Many fungi are saprophytic. They secrete enzymes into the substrate and then absorb the soluble products. In what ways may saprophytic fungi be A. Useful, B. Harmful? Saprophytic fungi are useful in bringing about decay of dead material. They are harmful when they grow on our food and make it unfit to eat, or when they invade timber in buildings. Name one fungus in each case which attacks A. Crops, B. Humans. A. Crops are attacked by rust, mildew, and blight fungi. B. Humans are attacked by arthritis foot, fungus, and Tiena. Human fungus disease are very dangerous, infectious, contagious, catching. Human fungus diseases are very contagious. Which one of the following would be used to treat arthritis foot? A. Bactericide, a fungicide, a pesticide, an insecticide. Arthritis foot is caused by a fungus, and so it is treated with a fungicide. State two ways in which protozoas differ from bacteria. Protozoas do not have a cell wall, unlike bacteria, but they do have a nuclear membrane. Which body cells are attacked by the malarial parasites? The malarial parasite attacks red blood cells. By what means can malarial parasite be transmitted from an infected person to a healthy person? The malarial parasite is transmitted when a healthy person is bitten by a mosquito which has fed on an infected person. Antimalarial drugs kill the parasite in the blood, but they do not cure the disease. Why is this? Antimalarial drugs do not kill the parasites in the liver. Why was the use of DDT insecticide not successful in eradicating malaria? Mosquitoes became resistant to the DDT insecticide. Which group of fungi is most commonly used to convert sugar to alcohol? The yeast are the most commonly used to convert sugar to alcohol. When sugar is fermented, alcohol is produced. What other substance is produced? In addition to alcohol, fermentation of sugar produces carbon dioxide. What effect does carbon dioxide have in baking? Bubbles of carbon dioxide cause the bread dough to rise and so give the bread a light texture. What effect does carbon dioxide have in beer brewing? Carbon dioxide dissolved in the beer makes it fizzy and gives it a sharp taste. Which one of the following is not a product of biotechnology? Flour, cheese, antibiotics, yogurt. Flour is not a product of biotechnology. Name one biotechnological process which makes use of protozoa. Purification of sewage makes use of protozoa. At one stage of the process, the protozoa ingest bacteria and solid particles. Protozoa also help in the filtration process at the water works. From what type of organisms are antibiotics obtained? Antibiotics are obtained from fungi or organisms closely related to fungi. Most of them live in the soil. Hello friends, thank you very much for participating in Biology Lights. I encourage you to subscribe.